setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
And welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I wanted to go over some issues, and it's hurricane issues, and that also affects tax issues. Because we are having, every single time that we have a disaster, out come the con artists and the criminals, okay? So we need to really watch out and beware of fake charity scams relating to Hurricane Harvey, or any hurricane that's maybe coming ashore even in Florida. So if you're getting emails from charities, you need to really pay attention to who they are coming from. So the Internal Revenue Service issued a warning about possible fake charity scams, and they're emerging due to Hurricane Harvey, and they're trying to encourage taxpayers to seek out recognized charitable groups for their donations. While there has been an enormous wave of support across the country for the victims of Hurricane Harvey, people should be very much aware of criminals who look to take advantage of this generosity by impersonating charities to get money or private information from well-meaning taxpayers. That's you guys. So you have to be on the alert, and you have got to make sure that these charities are not fraudulent. So there are fraudulent schemes that may involve contact by telephone, social media, email, or in-person solicitations. Make sure you know who you're giving to, okay? Criminals often send emails that steers recipients to bogus websites that appear to be affiliated with legitimate charitable causes. These sites frequently mimic the sites of or use names similar to legitimate charities, or claim to be affiliated with legitimate charities in order to persuade you to send money or provide personal financial information that can be used to steal identities or financial resources. Excuse me. So you have to be very careful of this. If you go to irs.gov, they have some tools. People need to quickly and easily check the status of charitable organizations. I've printed this out before, and I've put it in a lot of blogs on charitable organizations and where you can check them online. So the IRS cautions people wishing to make disaster-related charitable donations to avoid scam artists by following the following tips that I'm going to give you. 1, be sure to donate to recognized charities. Number 2, be wary of charities with names that are similar to familiar or nationally known organizations. Some phony charities use names or websites that sound or look like those of respected, legitimate organizations. The IRS website at irs.gov has a search feature. Exempt organizations select, check through which people may find, it's a list which, and I've published it before, which you can click on it and go through the names of what are legitimate charities outlined and approved by the Internal Revenue Service. Number 3, don't give out personal financial information such as the Social Security numbers or credit cards and bank account numbers and passwords to anyone who solicits a contribution. Scam artists may use this information to steal a donor's identity and money. So, these guys come out and they become very aggressive about getting your personal information. And that's why you really need to verify who you are giving to. If they're asking for Social Security numbers, scam alert right there. So stop and do not give out your Social Security numbers. Never give or send cash for security and tax record purposes. Contribute by check or credit card or another way that provides documentation of the donation. Remember what I've always told you? Document, document, document. That line item for charitable organizations is an audible line, and you will a lot of people get a letter from the IRS asking them to please provide documentation on the charities that you've given to. So make sure you've documented it. And if you want to, you can consult IRS publication 526 on charitable organizations available on irs.gov if you want to know that. But this is the problem. Every time we have a disaster, people really come together and they try to work together to solve the problems of the many people that are out there without homes, medical care, and everything else. But it also attracts the criminal who wants to get to your money and who wants to get to your financial information so that they can make more money or steal more money. So we have to be very vigilant and be very cautious about who you are giving your money to. Okay? That is one of the warnings that you need to be very focused on, because I tell you, these guys come out of the woodwork. They really do. Now, I also wanted to say one other thing, and this is a tax issue for those of you who are dealing with fuel, okay? So with every disaster, it affects every part of an individual and business lives. One of them is taxation on how it affects filing taxes on fuel. So the Internal Revenue Service, in response to shortages of undyed diesel fuel caused by Hurricane Harvey, will not impose a penalty when dyed diesel fuel is sold for use or used on the highway. This expanded waiver area now covers the entire state of Texas. So if you're in Texas, you have a waiver on this. So make sure that you consult with your tax advisor in Texas and find out how this affects you and what you need to do to be in compliance with it. So as I said, with every disaster and with Hurricane Harvey, there are tax issues that you need to take into consideration also. Okay, I'm sure that the IRS will be coming out with more publications on filing of tax returns, that they're going to do some other things that can help you guys out in Texas. So pay attention to my podcast and to my website at www.wbtpod.com. and read my blogs, because I'll try to keep you updated as much as I possibly can. So what did we learn today? Verify that the charity that you're giving a donation to, a documented donation, okay? That's the important two words, documented donation, to is a legitimate charity. Okay, so make sure that you are in compliance. Okay, so that's it for today on Hurricane Harvey. I'll give you more updates on tax issues as they come along, but stay informed, okay? And stay tuned to the WBT, and I will try and get you all the information that you possibly can.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
Business and taxes.